Yes, I'm good. Is it morning over there? It's afternoon here.
Here is actually night.
Oh, good night. Good evening. Good
Okay.
morning over here. My name is Attiyya Atkins. I'm from Florida in the United States.
Welcome to the program Hakikat. I'm your host Arvind. Topic for today's session: media management and book writing. In this session, we will learn how to manage the media, or what is the role of media, and how to write a book. Our today's international guest, Miss Attiyya from Florida. Attiyya is owner of A Plus Editing, expert communicator, and successful entrepreneur. Atya, welcome to your own program, Hakikat.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today from all the way across the seas. Yes, my name is Attiyya Atkins, Tia Anthony Atkins, and I am the owner of A Plus Editing and Content Creation, which is a boutique writing, ghostwriting agency. So we have a lot of clients that we help write books, get their manuscripts out, write their memoirs, and even things that are not so intense, like resumes or CVs to get into colleges. We help with document prep for businesses. We do a lot of stuff. Anything that has to deal with the written word and communication, we're on top of it. So it's a pleasure to be here and tell you guys what you wanted, what to do to write a book or what to do to have some clean content. Because now, especially after COVID or during COVID, the internet has become so vital that people are using like the internet to start their own businesses where they might need content to write their own books, to start on their own. So A plus editing, after you start, we give you that extra push to finish your book project. Now, I'm going to ask you, host, what do you think your clients are more interested in, book writing or business development? What do you think? So I could just keep talking about the right topic.
Yeah, Atya, my first question, please tell me about media management.
Media management is marketing, but it is connecting with the media. That's TV stations, newspapers, radio. It's getting the word out through earned media. Because you can go get paid media on, you can get ads for TV, you can get ads for radio, you can get ads on Instagram and Facebook. But media marketing is getting earned media. So that means you don't have to pay for it, and the reach is just the same. In fact, people might trust it more because it's not a paid story. So we help with if you have a business or if you have a book, creating events so you can get the word out about your product or service. Like for authors, we would set up a meet and greet possibly. So the media can come and meet the new author, book signing events. For business owners, we would plan events for holidays like Mother's Day is coming up. We could do a Mother's Day event and reach out to the media and get the media to call you and do a story on you. Whether that's a story online, a story in a printed newspaper, or a story, on a radio or internet medium. So it's a very important part of marketing that you do have to put some focus on. It comes from building relationships with clients in the media world. So my Rolodex of media clients is large. I have people all over the globe. I'm actually looking for contacts over in India. So if you know anybody, help me out. But yeah, just media is like knowing the reporters, building a relationship with them. So you don't have to. So you as a business owner, you as an author can just do what you have to do. And A plus editing will, reach out to the media and get you some coverage, which helps, your community recognize you as an industry leader, a thought leader, or however you want to be branded as.
Yeah, thank you. My next question, tell me something about writing a book. Basically, when people plan to write any book, what are the key points remember during book writings, or how we can deliver our thought with the help of book, or can you brief me something about book writing skill?
Yes. Well, first off, everybody thinks they can write a book. Everybody thinks they can do it. The good news is that everybody can do it. You just need, just like everybody can sing, some can do it better than others, So um, The first thing you need to do with writing a book is to be serious about it, because it will take some commitment. It will take a lot of energy and time, organization. And after you write the book, it's just the beginning. That's the easy part, honestly, is writing the book. So for anybody who's looking to start out, I would say just brainstorm, kick the idea around with friends and family and see if they're interested in your book idea, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. Also, dedicate some time every day or every week to writing the book. For you, it could be writing a paragraph a day. For somebody else, they have more time. It could be writing a page a day. So you really have to have a consistent schedule. Like with anything, consistency is key, and it can make your dreams and your goals come true. Now, another thing to think about is, why do you want to write the book? A lot of people want to write books to either get their story out. It's therapeutic, it's healing to talk about some of the things that they've been through, and hopefully they hope that other people can relate. Other people want to write books to make money, to be seen as thought leaders in their industry, to be seen as the best marketer or the best business person. They write books like that. So those two books, those two different types of books, you still have to do the same thing. You have to know your subject. You have to know what you're talking about. And if that means getting extra certificates or extra coursework so you become an industry leader, it is worth your time. So writing a book, it takes, first, you got to be dedicated. You got to have a clear idea, organized, set some time out each day to write about what topic you feel is interested in, what your audience will be interested in. And then just go do it. Just write it sloppy. Don't worry about the punctuation, the commas. Don't worry about that stuff right now. That's why you have an editor like me to come in. You don't have to worry about that stuff right now, because some people, they kill the dream before it actually becomes a reality, because they're trying to be perfectionists. They're trying to make sure that every comma is in place, every gerund is in place, a semicolon goes here and not there. And I just warn you, just don't worry about that right now. The book writing process goes through several phases. There's several drafts that you'll go through. And so it's important to just, get the information out on the first draft. Then you go back and read it with your editor, and then you'll be like, oh, I can elaborate more on this topic, or I didn't think about this before. So the second draft, you add a little bit more. Third draft, you add a little bit more. And then once you get to like the fourth and the fifth draft, that's when you start editing for grammar, for punctuation, for spelling. So first it's the idea, then you clean it up with the editing and the grammar and the punctuation. And then soon after that, you're ready to go to print. And when you go to print, you have to get things like your ISBN number, figure out if you want to sell it through self-publishing, which is like Amazon or BookBaby or one of those websites, or if you want to go to a literary house, which they'll give you the money up front for marketing and promotional activities to get the book to sell. So those are different formats you have to go through, and you have to think about before you even start writing the book. But that's how you get a book done. And then, like I said before, that's just the beginning. After you write the book, you got to make sure you sell. It's a product. You got to make sure that you sell. So that requires a degree of marketing, event planning. It requires you meeting with different contacts, doing book signings, doing book readings. Depending on your book, you can do conferences and open houses and things like that. So it really is a process. And one thing at A+ Editing that we really encourage people to do is to write a book that's timeless. You're going to do the latest trends, but something that's timeless, you can continue to sell, because it has a potential to really be a revenue maker for you and for your family. So that's why we always put our best foot forward when we help people with their books and editing. Because have you ever read a book and then you see one little mistake and you're like, oh, I'm not, I don't want to read it anymore. So we try to eliminate that so you have clean, clear copy and that people want to read and pick up your books. We publish over 500 books for people, mostly sold through Amazon. So we also help with the promotional aspect as well. And we also publish a newspaper too and a newsletter to help get the word out about people's books.
Thank you for your valuable information for new writers who are planning to write the book or who are interested to write a book.
Let me ask you one question. Are you thinking
Yes.
about writing a book?
Yeah, actually, I'm planning to write a book. Basically, my background is a technical, so I want to write one book on SQL on technology base.
Oh, okay. Just, I mean, a very dense topic, so I'm sure you know a lot about it. But yeah, once you need the editing, give us a call. And then especially for you guys that are overseas, we are American based. English is the language of business. So if you ever need translation as well, we can help with that.
And any advice like technical book when we
Uh,
going for the technical book?
yes. Well, technical is very niche, so just write it. That's all you can do is just write it. And well, we have writers and editors from different backgrounds, so we'll align you with the editor with that background to make sure we're not just checking for grammar, but we're checking to make sure that the gears are working, that the content makes sense. So with technical writing, it's the same thing. You got to be organized. You got to be dedicated. I would say write a page a day. Or even, what we do a lot of now is that people speak into their phone. And you know how your phone can transcribe? You speak into your phone about the technical topic and let your phone turn it into words. And then you can send it to an editor to turn it into a book. Because, a lot of technical people, sometimes they're not gifted in writing, but they know exactly what they're talking about, So try that as well. If you don't have the time to sit down and write, speak into your phone, leave voice memos and have them transcribed and then build on that.
Thanks for advice me like how to write a technical book.
Yeah, yes. Well, I appreciate you making time for me. It was a really great interview. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I hope that your readers gain something from this. I mean, your listeners gain something from this, and that we can work together. The website is www.apluseditor.com. And you can find me on Twitter if you have any personal questions at Attiyya, Attiyya _son, SUN. But I'm sure you'll share that. You've been
Sure,
very
sure.
good.
In this session, we will discuss a lot of important informations regarding media management, content writing, book writing, why we write the book, and what are the important points remember during the writing the book, how we write our thought or how we share our thought with our society. In this discussion, we have learned a lot of information, lot of knowledge regarding media management and content writing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Atya,
Have a great night.
for your valuable time and nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet
Thanks.
you as well.
Bye.
Bye.